What's up, guys? It is week 34, and week 34 has been very interesting, to say the least. So, welcome back for another pregnancy update video. We are going to do these as we normally do, but there will probably be a lot more, or there is a lot more to discuss in this video update. So we'll start off with some highlights, symptoms, and then of course we'll end with the belly shot. So let's start off with highlights first. So keeping tabs on baby. It says baby will be measured for the fundal height, which is the distance between the pelvic bone and the top of the uterus every visit, which I had one on Tuesday. So we'll get into that in a little bit. And baby was measuring 34 centimeters, which is perfect for week 34. It says to, at this point, be preparing for maternity leave, and that a lot of people at this point are tired of being pregnant, which I can concur to that. But again, we'll talk a little bit more about that later. So baby development says at 34 weeks, your baby's fingernails have grown to the end of their fingertips, and their toenails will be fully developed by week 38. Says your baby is fattening up with their arms and legs. They're filling out beautifully. Says your baby can also respond to sounds, light and touch. And by next week, the ears will be fully formed. So baby is about the size of a cantaloupe, 17.8 inches and 5.24 pounds, which is very cool. But also like crazy that how is like 17 inches fit into this belly. It's really crazy, but cool. Aches and pains. It says it's common to feel aches and pains during pregnancy, especially at week 34. Constipation, Braxton Hicks, fatigue, vaginal discharge, and leaking breast. Those are the common symptoms. Aches and pains, yes. Yes, absolutely. Definitely feeling more hip and like pelvic area pain, specifically when I'm sleeping, but honestly just a little bit of just like discomfort. Also having some lower back discomfort, not really intense pain, but just definitely noticeably uncomfortable and like wanting to stretch a little bit more, which I've been trying to do. I haven't really experienced any constipation in a while, so thank goodness for that, because when I was experiencing it, it was not fun. But lately I feel like I haven't had that problem. I don't know if it's because I'm drinking a lot of water, which I was still drinking water then, or if it's just not affecting me the same. Braxton Hicks contractions are still coming and going. I feel like I haven't had a ton of them, but I do notice when they do come, when my stomach starts to feel tightened. It is pretty common, especially the closer you get to delivery and labor and delivery. So again, nothing alarming there, and haven't had any painful contractions or anything at this point. Fatigue. Yes, absolutely. I'm tired as I'm making this video. And I also feel like, because I feel like I haven't had to go to the restroom as much throughout the night. I think I'm stopping my water intake just early enough that I'm not having to go as frequently, which is interesting, considering how much I was going before. But I haven't been getting to sleep very early. Like I'll be tired all day, and then once I go to lay down, like it takes me a little bit of time to fall asleep. Some of that is flopping back and forth trying to get comfortable. Some of that I think is also due to like the change in the temperature, because I like to sleep cooler, and it's been warming up a little bit here in Texas, so it's just a little bit warmer. Me and my husband are trying to keep the AC off, so I don't know if it has something to do with just like getting comfortable, or like my body temperature, or if it's truly just because I'm pregnant and I'm having a hard time sleeping, just insomnia type of situation. Fatigue, or sorry, not fatigue. We just did that. Vaginal discharge. I haven't had any increase of vaginal discharge. It's been pretty consistent with what is normal, I would say. So no concerns there. But they also say that it's common to like start having a little bit more discharge at this point in pregnancy, and then also to look out for like my mucus plug, which can come out at any point. Now, this is my first pregnancy, so I don't even know what that's gonna look like, what to expect with that, but I'll let you know if it happens and when it happens. Leaking breast. I haven't had any leaking breasts, so far that hasn't been a thing, but I know it is common for a lot of women in pregnancy, especially up to this point. If that happens, it's called colostrum, which is the first set of milk that your body will produce. It's not the mature breast milk that happens after a few days or a few weeks. I don't know. I think it's a couple weeks that it takes. I could be wrong, maybe a week or so before the full milk supply comes in, but the colostrum is what happens first, and this is what the baby will have right after like birth and stuff. So yes, so those are the big updates as far as symptoms go. Now let's get into my 34-week checkup visit. So I had my doctor's appointment on Tuesday, which at this point I was going every 2 weeks up until 36 weeks. So my next appointment would have been 36 weeks at this with this stage of pregnancy. But my visit on Tuesday brought some concerns to my doctor regarding my blood pressure. I've had some blood pressure increasing or high blood pressure readings when I've gone into the provider's office, but anytime I take my blood pressure here at home, it was always in normal range. And so it was a little bit concerning because it was a little bit high when I took it at home that morning. And then once I got into the provider's office, it was higher again, and they were concerned. So they had me sit for a little bit and retook it, and it was still high. So that prompted a urine analysis. And then my doctor also ordered some blood work to really gauge if my protein levels were up, which could be a sign of preeclampsia. If you're not familiar with preeclampsia, let me give you guys just the standard definition of it. So preeclampsia is a serious pregnancy-related condition characterized by high blood pressure and protein in the urine, usually occurring after 20 weeks of gestation, and can lead to complications for both mother and baby if not managed properly. So obviously that's a big concern. It is very common in African American women, and it also is high blood pressure also runs in my family. I've never experienced it before pregnancy, but it is something that has a history in my family. So of course, that's a concern. So I had the blood work done, had the urinalysis done, and the test results basically concluded that I do have preeclampsia. What that means is they want to monitor me very closely, making sure that my blood pressure readings are not elevated. So I am doing a full week of collecting information on my blood pressure. So every night and every morning I am documenting that. I'm also documenting any symptoms that I may have, which include like spotting, prolonged headaches without relief. I think they said some abdominal pains and things like that. So that is some of the common symptoms. I'm trying to think if there was anything else. Said nausea or vomiting, pain in the upper belly, usually under the ribs on the right side, shortness of breath, changes in vision, severe headaches, excessive protein in the urine, and then also they checked my kidney and liver levels, but none of my organs have been affected, and so that's a good sign. So, and also since I've been recording my blood pressure here at home, they haven't been a concerning level, so that's good. Now, what that means moving forward are a couple of things. Number one is that because the further along in pregnancy I go, the potential for complications to happen with the diagnosis, they are proposing of inducing me at week 37, which is preterm labor, or preterm full term, sorry, which means that it's early. 39 weeks is full term officially, but at 37 weeks, baby is typically not going to have any NICU stay, as long as again the labor and delivery is it goes smoothly, and then it would again keep myself a little bit more safe in that regard. So yeah, we're 34 weeks, almost 35. I'm filming this on Friday and posting it same day, and Sunday I will be at 35 weeks. So that really gives us just a couple weeks left to fully prepare ourselves for what's to come, which at this point I'm really thinking that they're going to recommend the 37-week induction. Now, with that being said, how do I feel about it? I'm a little concerned. Number one, because it's 2 weeks away. I mean, like, that's crazy. And we weren't prepared for that. We are, I think, pretty close to being fully ready for this baby to get here, for him to arrive. But it does concern me with my health and, of course, with his development, because he'll still be 3 weeks early. It's just kind of all of a sudden, because things have been going rather smoothly up until this point. So it just does seem very alarming, a little bit scary that this is now where we are at 34 weeks, almost 35 weeks pregnant. So just if you're praying people out there, I would appreciate any prayers that you may have to send my way, just for health, and that these blood pressure readings stay in a range that is manageable, so that there's no need to induce any sooner, because again, 37 weeks is the goal at this point, to get to that point, so that way baby has good chances of no NICU stay, and then of course for me to have a good chance of a safe delivery. So that is the big update. I feel like I'm missing something I was gonna say, but I can't think of it. But that is the big update that I wanted to share. So again, we're 34 weeks now. In 37 weeks we could be expecting our son. So we are excited. It's just we weren't prepared for this news. But whatever happens, I know that we are well protected, and that everything will work out the way it should. So just wanted to give you guys that full update. Aside from that, this week has been full of nesting, which is probably good because we might have this baby soon. So we've been cleaning, washing baby clothes, stocking up his crib, finishing up the nursery, which I plan to have completed this weekend, so I can do a nursery reveal on the channel as well. So all of that stuff is good. We really have everything we need for baby. We just need to finish cleaning like bottles and such, but all his clothes are clean. His blankets are clean. His clothes are stocked in his drawers. We have it categorized by size. We have a full stock of diapers. So I think in some ways we are fully prepared. It's just mentally, I think we weren't. So anyways, trying to think if there's anything else to update you guys on. I feel like that's it. We're just waiting to see. I have a follow-up appointment next week, which was scheduled this past Tuesday. They wanted to see me back at 35 weeks. So I think at that point, once I go in and talk to the doctor, they will be able to provide me with a full update, and we'll have a better idea of the plans moving forward. So again, if they need to induce me at 37 weeks, I'm certain that we'll know by this next appointment. I'm hoping that we still get to do our ultrasound with him, which was scheduled on week 36. Would love to see my little baby before he gets here and have some photos as well. But we'll see. But yeah, so that's the update. I know this is a little bit long, but I did want to keep you guys informed on all of the things happening. It is, like I said, a little unexpected, but I think that's kind of the deal with these babies. They do what they want. Your body does what it wants, and then you just kind of have to roll with it. So that's where we are. I'm still very much optimistic. I'm trying not to stress or worry about what's to come, because again, whatever is going to happen will happen, and I trust and believe in my God that He is going to see me through whatever the situation is. So I appreciate everyone watching. Next up will be the belly shot, and who knows how many more of these you'll get. So I hope you guys enjoy the video, and we'll talk to you in week 35. Bye.